Welcome back to Lynn's Spotlight Daily, your daily scoop of entertainment buzz. If you've ever wondered what Timothée Chalamet would look like in 1950s menswear, twirling a ping-pong paddle with dramatic flair, Marty Supreme is about to answer your oddly specific dream. In what might be one of the most unexpected casting announcements of the year, Chalamet is stepping into the retro sneakers of Marty Reisman, an actual ping-pong legend, in Josh Safdie's latest film, a high-stakes indie dramedy set against the backdrop of 1950s New York City. And yes, it really is about table tennis. Before you laugh this off as another niche A24 fever dream, let us assure you, this film is real, it's stylish, and it's packing serious Oscar buzz. With a star-studded cast, a release date strategically set for Christmas Day 2025, and a jaw-dropping budget, by indie standards, Marty Supreme is shaping up to be one of the most talked-about movies of the year. Let's break down everything you need to know: costumes, cast, drama, and all. Timmy is no stranger to bold roles, but this one might just take the cake. He plays Marty Reisman, nicknamed the Needle because of his razor-thin build and sharp wit. The real Reisman was part ping-pong phenom, part downtown New York hustler, and all-around chaos agent. He won 22 major titles, including 2 US Opens, and somehow turned ping-pong into a spectator sport that attracted both gambling and glamour. If that sounds wild, it gets better. Reisman was also a gambler who lost fortunes as fast as he made them, and by the 1950s, he was rubbing shoulders with celebrities and organizing underground prize fights. His life reads like the Wolf of Wall Street with paddles, and it's easy to see why the Safdie brothers, masters of cinematic stress, were drawn to him. With his wiry frame, intense eyes, and talent for playing men teetering on the edge of greatness and disaster, Chalamet seems like the perfect fit. Early set photos show him rocking vintage suits, tightly groomed hair, and that signature 50s mustache like he was born in the wrong decade. Plot details are mostly under wraps, but we know Marty Supreme will cover Reisman's rise to fame during the peak of his career in the late 1950s. It's set in New York, because of course it is, and is described as being loosely inspired by Reisman's life. So while it's not a biopic in the strict sense, expect lots of inspired by true chaos moments. Tone-wise, insiders are comparing the film to Catch Me If You Can meets Uncut Gems, which is both thrilling and terrifying. Given that Safdie's last major work, Uncut Gems, left audiences gasping for air, we're expecting Marty Supreme to deliver that same manic energy, only this time with more ping-pong balls flying at your face. This ensemble is as wild as the story itself. Alongside Chalamet, we've got Gwyneth Paltrow, who is stepping out of her unofficial retirement, and away from her goop empire, to play a mysterious woman caught up in the so-called ping-pong mafia. Yes, that's a thing in this film. Paltrow described her character as someone married to a shady figure in the underground table tennis scene, but who gets tangled up, and steamy, with Chalamet's character. Set photos already show the pair in a sultry embrace under a bridge, complete with a diamond necklace scene. Very mid-century noir. And here's the kicker, Paltrow has confirmed, rather gleefully, that there's a lot of sex in the film. Like, a lot. She even joked in an interview that she comes from the era of actors who just get naked, get in bed, and roll camera, revealing that she and Chalamet opted out of using an intimacy coordinator. As Paltrow put it, "We're good. You can step back, bold." Also making headlines, Grammy-winning rapper Tyler, the Creator, is making his feature film debut here. His casting might sound random until you realize his style is already halfway in the 1950s. If anyone can pull off retro loafers while trading barbs with Chalamet in a smoke-filled billiards hall, it's him. Other notable names include Fran Drescher, playing Chalamet's mom, which is inspired casting, Sandra Bernhardt, as a nosy neighbor, and a whole crew of indie film regulars like Odessa A. Zion, Kevin O'Leary, and Spencer Grannies. If the Safdie name rings a bell, it's because Josh, along with brother Benny, delivered one of the most high-octane movies of the last decade with Uncut Gems. Josh is flying solo on this project, though longtime collaborator Ronald Bronstein is back to co-write the script. Their signature is clear, gritty New York stories told with heart-pounding momentum and morally questionable leads. Add in a setting like 1950s Manhattan, a character like Reisman, and a wardrobe full of cigarette pants and camp collars, and you've got peak safety chaos. At 24, beloved home of art house darlings and anxiety-inducing cinema, is reportedly dropping $70.90 million on this film, making it the most expensive production in the studio's history. That's Marvel money. Well, close enough. It matches the budget of The Smashing Machine, another A24 project, showing the studio's growing ambition without abandoning their offbeat roots. This move could signal a new era for A24, bigger films with awards potential that still feel weird, indie, and unforgettable. Mark your calendars, Marty Supreme is slated for a US release on December 25, 2025, yep, right on Christmas Day. Nothing says holiday cheer like high-stakes ping-pong and underground crime rings, right? As for the rest of the world, including Australia, you can likely expect a release in early 2026, probably January or February. There's also buzz that the film could premiere at the Venice Film Festival in late August 2025, so we might get red carpet looks even sooner. Fingers crossed for Chalamet channeling full 1950s glam. From what we know so far, Marty Supreme promises to be a fever dream of vintage fashion, unpredictable energy, and sweaty ping-pong showdowns. It's a film that only someone like Josh Safdie could pull off, and only someone like Timothée Chalamet could lead. So whether you're here for the sports drama, the wild cast, or just to see Timmy rock a pencil-thin mustache, buckle up. This movie is going to be a spin, pun absolutely intended.